I started recording this a little late, but I thought it might be interesting to some people to see me slap this together, so I'm just gonna go ahead and record from here. I'm making a profile picture right now for a fake Tinder profile for this my little guy. Um, I'm making it in slides and just making it with basic shapes that are available in the in like insert shapes like or arrows or callouts or whatever. But like all of the shapes are from that. So that is where I am starting from. And what you've missed so far is I've inserted like a few things around just to see how they'll look. I was between doing two different types of trees. One where everything is just together, and then one with the spacing. I think I like the spacing one a little bit more. It matches with my guy because all of his joints are spaced out a little bit. So I think I'm gonna go with that style. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just gonna keep on working on it. Probably gonna do the land and lakes next. I'll start with the basic flat boring ground and then see if I can make it more interesting later. Oh, and a little trick I did here to make the guy perfectly square. He has a floating invisible arm opposite this one, so he'll be perfectly square. Not sure the best way to go for the lake though. Oh, this stuff in the way is messing up my snapping. So the end product, you'll only see what's inside the square. Why is this? The outline is not the thickness that it's supposed to be on these because I forgot to change them. Okay, now they match up. A little bit of weirdness right there, but it's not going to be noticeable. Okay, so with this, the water kind of curves a little bit, but also goes straight off into the horizon. So I'm kind of happy with that. Don't want to block the lake. How am I going to make the background look good, though? Like, it's just tons of trees back there without doing tons of trees. And maybe I just say screw it and I do a ton of trees. Like, very far in the back trees. Give that little bit of depth perception. All the trees in the top, back are really tiny. You guys will all need to be sent to back. Okay, now you're all behind. Some more like middle layer trees. This guy's way too big for where he's at. Whoops. I want you and you. Boom. Over here. And it's okay for stuff to be off screen because a picture's not going to capture everything. Yeah, I liked that better where it was. Okay, I need one more right there. Now I'm way too big now. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't want to be much smaller because, like, then it'll be hard to see me, my guy. Huh. Maybe I move all of this up and extend this down. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna want to be in this little clearing. Also, Control C, Control V, Wop. You can come backward. Come on. I want you. Order. Bring to front. There we go. And now you get to be sand. Okay, I do want my guy to be a little bigger. I want my guy to be like pretty prominent. It's like this is the whole picture. Maybe I should move the ground even further up. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And this is starting to become more noticeable. Probably because it's fucked up now and not in line with the slide. There we go. I'm just going to give you a couple taps this way. There we go. Yeah, now it's more of like a clearing. This feels way more believable to me. Like depth, the depth here. Also, I think this should be way bigger. And you probably shouldn't be perfectly lined up like that. Just get a quick preview. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. Still gotta completely change my guy's outfit. I'm gonna give him some like fishing gear. And this fish is still way too big. Although, maybe that's funny. No, it's gotta be slightly shorter than him. I also might need to make him not squat so he can hold the fish better. But he's always squatting. My guy. Maybe a road here. Like a dirt path coming down and then like a clear like fishing area. Maybe a tent. Maybe I should do a tent. Insert shapes. Boom. Okay, so tent shapes. Tent. Tent is easy. It's just a triangle. Boom. Control C, Control V. Make it small. Centered. Boom. There's the entrance to the tent. Line from here to here. Boom. Now we got a tent with an entrance. Now I just need to color it so that's easier to tell. Do I want to do shadows? Do I want to try and come in and do shadows? Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Okay, I'm thinking yellow tint. Yellow tint, light yellow on the outside, darker yellow on the in. Hey, that's annoying. Just found out my headset turns itself off, even if I'm talking. I knew it turned itself off if I wasn't listening to anything, but apparently it doesn't care if I'm using the mic, and it'll still turn itself off. Okay, yeah, bam, boom, simple, basic tint, done. Maybe a flap. Maybe I should make a more obvious flap. So, something like that. But, lined up better. It would look better if it was folded. So maybe I whip out the trapezoid. Okay, so I was doing trapezoid. Gonna match it up to the same angle as the triangle. It's about the same. Very slightly off. Okay, there we go. That should be about perfect. That looks about perfect. Boom. Okay, so now we got tent, we got flap open. Maybe I don't need the like extra flap folded down. Yeah, I was gonna do something like that to like show that it was like folded up, but yeah, I was thinking something like that. Like if you've like opened it and it's like kind of crinkled up. But am I making it overcomplicated? Line, curved, boom, boom. No, I want it to go up. What? That doesn't look great. Okay, I think I just do this. Okay, so there's tint. And let's do a little fire. What would be good for a little campfire? Explosion might be usable for flames. If I do like a red, and then I do a red, center that shit up, yellow. I think I'm gonna need no borders. Border weight 0, no, border color transparent. Okay. Why do I still see a border? Oh, it's because it's clicked. Okay. Okay, make another one, and we make this one even smaller. And this one will be orange. Alright, now I need to hide the rest of this. Which I could do it kind of cheaty and do this. I could do it kind of cheating and do that and just like, oh look, it's just the top, and then when I paste that in, it'll be invisible. I think that's the wrong color, but this will be my backup option. But for now, I want to try and hide it with logs. Want a nice brown for our logs. Goosh, goosh. It's a pretty thick log. It's unfortunate. I want this to be a circle, but it looks like that's locked to the size. Like it's always going to be a percentage as far as this. So it looks like from here to here is always going to be 25% of the whole thing, and I want a circle, which means it has to be like exactly that size, which doesn't work super well because it's pretty flippin' stubby, and I can't just put another one here to make it longer because of the seam. I'd have to do some janky stuff like freaking hide the seam like this. Ugh. I could do that. But I also want a lighter color for the log. It's not bad. I feel like the outline for this actually should be black though, because the log is so dark. You're not going to see the outline very well otherwise. Ka-dunk. Well, let's group this. Okay, here's my log. Ka-dunk. Ka-dunk. I can make this one a little shorter just by going yee. Oop, nope. You need to be flat. And now I can make it shorter. Now the bigger one should be on bottom. What am I doing? Oh, the frickin' borders are too... Okay, hang on. This'll help. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that's why it looked weird. Goosh. Okay. Back log. Front log. Should you be in the front? Maybe I should bring you into the front. Yeah, that might actually be slightly more believable. Clunk. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. That turned out pretty well. Got my tent. Okay, yeah, my guy should always be in the very front. Should I have like a sandy area underneath the tent? Like a dirty area. It's gonna blend in though now, isn't it? Well, especially if it's in the back. Yeah, it's like the same color. That doesn't really work. Yeah, I think maybe no border on this bad boy. Maybe dirt patch should come all the way to the foreground. Solid trees would make it a lot easier to fill in this background. Also, that just kind of looks good there. Wait, we can have big ass trees. We can have huge trees, man. What am I doing? Yeah, if my guy looks too big, make the trees bigger, not make him smaller. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just make the trees bigger. Duh. Trees are huge. Tent should be about the same height as my guy. Okay, okay. Oh, now I want a dirt. I do really want a dirt path here. What would make a good path? Maybe this? No, it's gotta get smaller at the end. Trapezoid would be really boring. Because, I mean, it's just a super straight line. So that's not really good. I really need it to curve. Diagonal stripe? Dude, this is just a trapezoid again. It's just a trapezoid again, man. This could work. Hang on. If I... No. No, that's not gonna work. Polyline, what is that? I can make custom shapes, but that's cheating. I don't want to do that. Moon? Moon could be what I need. Tapers, turns. I buy it. It's alright. Alright, now let's get some bushes up in this bitch. Boom, a bush. Easy as that. Flip. And now we just do a little red, and we do a little blanc, and then we make it tiny. Even tinier. Bunk, 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 bunk. There's a red berry bush. Okay, we got red berries. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. That looks like shit. The hell is it in this? What the fuck happened? This got moved at some point. Look at that, he caught this huge fucking fish. Alright, and we'll just do a little whop, 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 whop. Oh, would you look at that? We got a flower. Oh, way too big. Yeah, that's pretty good. Fishing head. Probably gonna have to do a little more of a like that so his head doesn't stick out. It ruined the illusion. Actually, I like that where it's covering most of the head too. Okay, wait. 3 pixels. That's way too much. 2 pixels. Yeah, that works. Okay. Alright, here's the deal. We need a fishing vest. Okay, fishing vest. I'm thinking trapezoids. I need to imitate this shape. Okay, that works, I think. Maybe a little sharper. Yeah, that works. Gives the tin some depth. Okay, now to make a fishing rod. Last thing. Ooh, this could make a reel. This could be a reel on the fishing rod. I could go boring and just have like a straight pole. Alright, well, I'm pretty happy with that. Turned out pretty good.